It's slow.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, shoot. I know.
There's some.
Got it.
Welcome everybody to the No Labels, No Walls Action Monday meetup. This is June now, and my name is Markus Vähälä, and I'm representing Citizen Network and the No Labels, No Walls community and movement. I'm from Vantaa, Finland, and I'm really glad that we meet online together to plan our transformative actions for this year's festival together. I'm so glad that many of you have already taken part, and we have nice new information about the events coming up, and I hope you are all ready to rock and roll with No Labels, No Walls today. And like always, let's go around and let's meet each other and talk about No Labels, No Walls festival actions today. So I will pass the microphone to Studio 73. How are you doing?
Hi, good, thank you. Thanks for having us.
Where are you at the moment?
Oh, sorry, we're in Vancouver, Canada.
Can you tell a little bit about Studio 73?
Sure, we are a not-for-profit business. We have a storefront gallery with all of our, we do fused glass. And then in the back is where all the work takes place. I'm a community support worker who happens to be running a business. None of the artists are here yet, otherwise they would be on the call with us and they would love to tell you about all their art that we do. But on top of running the business, we make a strong effort to be part of community in all aspects, social justice causes and the like. So yeah, we kind of have our hands in a little bit of everything.
And you've taken part to No Labels, No Walls festivals before, haven't you?
Yes, we did. Was it last year? Oh my goodness, I don't know, time is hard to keep track, but it was great. Yeah, we had a good time doing that.
Are you taking part into any other events or festivals locally or internationally this year?
Yes, we are doing part of a Surrey Pride. So there's a Pride festival this Saturday. We are going to an Indigenous led run event in September. We are part of Inclusion Art Gallery or Inclusion Art BC. That is October as well. And then we're also going to do a big open house for Inclusion Month, which happens in October.
Sounds excellent. We are also celebrating Pride Month here in Helsinki. And last week we had Outsider Art Finland Festival with a lot of friends, and we got our friends from UK, the Drag Syndrome here.
Oh yes,
here in Helsinki.
We actually participated in an art National Art Center, and I don't remember the fellow's name, but he presented on Drag Syndrome, and he's fantastic. And so was their group, but we only met him, so lucky you guys.
The world is very small, so
yeah.
Let's share our good ideas, and remember everybody to join our Facebook group and follow us on Instagram, No Labels, No Walls, and please check out our website www.nolabelsnowalls.net. Let's move further to Los Angeles. Neasley, welcome and good morning.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Thank you. Yes, it is a beautiful day in Los Angeles, and we are enjoying that. Been pretty busy. We just finished with Juneteenth celebration this past Saturday. We had an open market night, and our children's choir did their thing, and we just opened it, had it outdoors so the community was able to attend. And we're planning on having many more things outdoor, just things looking at justice, just supporting the community, trying to get the community engaged again. Everybody's been indoors for so many years. It's now a new thing. And so just trying to get people out to come to enjoy and just enjoy good food and music and fellowship. It's been a tough job, but we're plugging through.
I've seen that you've posted very many interesting events online on No Labels, No Walls Facebook group. So everybody join there to watch what is happening in Los Angeles. Can you tell a little bit about the events that are coming up?
Sure. So for the rest of the summer through, I believe, November, once a month, we'll be having what's called Market Night. And Market Night, so a couple of years ago, we started what's called the New Black Wall Street. And it was really in response to what happened to the original Black Wall Street in Tulsa, Oklahoma in the early 1900s. And so we started a new Black Wall Street and we invited vendors, Black and brown vendors from the area to participate in that. And that started going well, and then the pandemic happened. And so what we're doing right now, our main focus for the summer and through November is once a month, having all those vendors out and having a market night with music, food, celebration, and fun. And then we get to introduce these vendors, whether they're artists. We had a couple of about 3 or 4 different artists that came through. People get to know who they are and what they represent and what they do. So that's one of the things we're working on. The other thing we're working on is, of course, we have our book club that meets every 4th Saturday of the month on Zoom. And when I post, it is open to anyone and everyone to join in, whether or not you've read the book. Come meet the author. It might encourage you to read the book. The books have been really amazing. We always have the author on the platform with us. So we're always discussing the book with the author. And that's the neat thing about our book club, because a lot of times you cannot get the author. Well, we will only choose books that we can have access to the author, and the author will come through. The authors do have to be female because it is a women's group. So the authors have to be female. And the book that they write has to be something inspirational, or it has to be a story, a life story. It cannot be, we don't really do fiction. And we don't do science fiction unless it is, let's say, someone's story that they're telling in that genre, right? And then every second Saturday of the month, we also have a panel discussion. And the panel discussion is always lively. We always have a mental health provider that speaks to whatever the topic is. It's always the mental health provider will speak to the emotional aspect or psychological aspect of the topic. We have a clergy that will speak to the spiritual aspect of the topic. And we have whatever the topic is, someone who is like working in that, whether it's justice, freedom. This past month, this past June 11th, we talked about relationship between daddies and between girls and their fathers. That was an amazing conversation. And so, yeah, that's what we have coming down the pipeline. And in August, from August 20th to July 10th, that one is going to be in person and also on Facebook Live, and I think YouTube is family, sort of like family focus. And so I'll be posting those flyers up also, and anyone and everyone can attend and participate.
Sounds really nice that people can meet face to face again. Plus, we have this opportunity to participate online. So that creates the world of No Labels, No Walls this year also, as you can create your own transformative events today and join the festival with your action. Niisli, is there something transformative happening that you might link to the festival this year?
So that's what we are working on. I know Michael keeps telling me, do anything, do anything. But Michael knows me. It has to be relevant. It has to be something that's worthy of me sharing. And it really has. We're looking at a couple of different items. And we, during the pandemic, as a worship community, we went from being one campus to 3 campus. One full online campus and 2 physical campus. Well, in one of our physical campus, I'm realizing that there needs to be a transformation, not just of the campus, but of the area where the campus is. And so that's one of the things I am working on. And we're still meeting and having discussions about it. But yes, there will be something meaningful and relevant that will be on transformation. And we don't have all the ducks in the row yet, but definitely we'll have it, and it should be up and running probably before the end of the summer. And so, yeah, next time I come on, I will have a little bit more. I've been putting a lot of thought into this, but for me, anything that I share has to be relevant. It has to truly be informative. It has to be transformational. It cannot just be whatever, because I respect my audience. And I want my audience to really understand what it is we're doing, especially as a religious community. I don't want to do any more damage to our reputation as who we are and where our heart is coming from than that has already been done. And I don't want to, right? I don't want the community to feel that we do not respect them, because we do.
Sounds excellent, and keep us posted and
Definitely.
invite us on No Labels, No Walls community reaches nearly 1,000 people worldwide. We have been arranging these festivals for 3 years already, so this is our 4th festival. So let's invite our friends and neighbors and people we don't know. The idea of No Labels, No Walls is to reach new audiences. So also think of people that are not your audience now, but could be. I think our voice needs to be heard.
Yep.
So Thomas, we need your magic now. As you can see, No Labels, No Walls is trying something that is magical. Or how are you doing, and where are you coming from today?
Well, as you can tell, that I am coming from Los Angeles, California, and I haven't got really a lot of magical stuff aside from just with my hand, and a little bit of I can do a little bit of some of this magic with this sunburn cocoa balm lip balm kind of thing. Not a lot of paid sponsorship or anything, but just thought I'd do a little magic with it and bring my camera down so you can see what's going on. So here see it says the image and everything on this side, and it also says the same thing on this side too. And you can even be able to manually print the other side, so to speak. And then that's pretty much it. Though a lot of magicians tend to have different ways of doing things, different mechanisms kind of thing of doing things, but I just thought I'd just go the simpler, easier approach, or the simpler, easier method of kind of just showing this side and the same thing here. See? And pretty much, I'm really looking forward to doing something magical for the festival. Exactly, yeah. Just pretty much.
That's wonderful, Thomas. I'm really looking for those transformative magic this year's festival. Like you say, we can look things from different angles, from different viewpoints, and you have taught us that and it's very relevant this year when everything is changing at the same time. And now let's go to United Kingdom. Hi Leila, how are you doing? How's life and where are you at the moment?
Hello. I'm here in the UK. And it's been lovely and sunny.
I'm really glad to see you here with us again. Leila, you have participated many times to No Labels, No Walls Action. So do you have an idea what you're planning to do at this year's festival?
It's no, not really.
Don't worry, Leila, you're in the right place. We are here to work together and share ideas. This year's theme is transformation. What is that we want to change in our environment, but also in ourselves. And that's more challenging, actually, probably.
And Markus, I think
Yes.
Leila's going to be doing things with B-Mix this year.
Yes.
Excellent.
I am.
Tell more about B-Mix, Leila.
Oh, it's just a company that Steve Perry supports me at. We do different courses, people with learning difficulties, learning disabilities, go there.
And everybody check out B-Mix website, www.bmix.org. Very interesting, very nice, and also a member of Citizen Network. So if you're not yet free members of Citizen Network, please join today, www.citizennetwork.org. But I'm so glad to hear Mark from UK. How are you, Mark? And how are you doing?
Oh, oh, he's gone.
I think lost Mark.
Okay, Mark will join us soon. So let's go back to the sunny and calm Los Angeles. Michael Bierman and Meri Pakarinen from Strindberg Laboratory. Welcome.
And don't forget you, Markus, with the most famous rappers from Banta. You haven't said that yet, so we have to get. But we're doing great. We're so excited to be here, and yeah, we can't wait to keep going and develop this festival.
And as an icing on the cake, the oldest hip hop rap group from Finland, CNF, will join the festival with a very nice new live concert by our audience. So we are testing out participation of the audience through social media. So we will perform and we will collect that performance from those things that people record. But let's go a bit deeper into the events that we are having this year. Some news also coming from our friends who are not here today. Just a moment. So if you're not yet registered, there's a link on No Labels, No Walls website where you can put your ID and information if you want to participate this year's festival, and we will collect all our shared data here together so we can get inspired of what people are doing. But the idea is also today to think about the links between different events that are happening this year. So starting from Riku Turpeinen. Riku is a Finnish musician, and he's been one of the founders of No Labels, No Walls movement, and he would like to invite all of you to take part into a live concert coming from all over the world during the festival. So if you can play, if you can perform, let's enjoy each other's performances live during the festival that is 3rd and 4th of November this year. So we are also inviting all of our friends from Music Beyond All Borders community. So it's a musicbeyondallborders.com website. So if you want to link into a movement of supported music making worldwide, so let's join that collective as well. In previous years, we have also had workshops where we are creating content online. So let's jam away this year as well. And you are invited to join this action. Like mentioned, CNF Community Neglects the Facts Band is also joining this year with a not with a live concert, but will be present during the festival to talk about our experiences of transformation. How did we transform while doing this concert in a new way? So join in during the festival to meet the band. Following the idea of music making, I just contacted South Africa, and greetings from Sounds of the South. Our friends from South Africa, they just came back from Europe where they have toured recently, and they would like to join the festival with their videos. So let's also invite them to the festival to talk about their transformative year this year. They are also active in various social projects in South Africa. So join the festival to hear more about Sounds of the South. From Kenya, we have a couple of theaters at the festival. So Amazon Theatrics Ensemble from Kisumu, Kenya. They have a event called Storytelling for Change. We envision to foster effective collaborations in building a platform for creative change makers across Kisumu to find an authentic platform of creating our own unique voice, using tools such as diversity, creativity, and storytelling for change to especially highlight the voices of vulnerable women through performances in spoken word and theater to create dialogue with the communities and duty bearers to enact laws on women and girls' empowerment in achieving the said SDGs. So all of you are also invited to Citizen Network Africa. We have Christma 4 in South Africa with events and meetups. So let's invite Theatrics Ensemble from Kenya as well to the festival. Another theater comes from Rome, Abraxa Theater. So if Michael, do you remember
Yes.
a little bit about their project?
Yeah, they're going to be doing, I believe, street theater in Rome. I forget the theme, but the theme is obviously very current to what's happening in Italy. So they're going to be doing street theater, I believe, in public spaces where people are, and they're going to be videoing it and then putting it up on for the festival.
Sounds amazing. And a third theater that we have is the Strindberg Laboratory. What
Yeah.
is happening in Los Angeles this year?
Well, we've done as much as we're trying. It's obviously difficult post-COVID, I'm sure, like everybody. But one of the things we came up with now, and Thomas, you're welcome to join us, so we went to multiple different communities and we did these forum theater games. And forum theater essentially is solution-based theater where people are not just watching theater, but also participating in the solutions that the scenes or the content brings forth. And so what our idea for our festival, among other things, is doing Coming Together in September. Wait, coming together in anyways, I thought it rhymed, but maybe we have to work on the title. But basically, it's essentially going to be, because one of the things that Neasley was kind of pointing out too, it's hard to get people together. So we went to all these institutions, but we realized and did our forum theater with people, but we realized that those institutions don't have the people because of COVID and a lot of different structural. They don't really have programming. So what we decided is to create our own forum. So what we're going to do is this place called Founders. It's a place in Los Angeles. In September, we're going to have this big forum theater event night. We're going to video it. We're going to have puppetry. We're going to have different forum theater games. And then we're going to have hopefully a scenes. And then from that, we're going to create dialogue and hopefully actions with the community. Hold on, Tom, I'll get you. And then at the end, we'll have a post discussion, because one of the things with forum theater we're also trying to develop is starting to also train the audience, because so much of art, so much of theater in LA is obviously you watch and we'll perform. And so it's almost like a retraining, a re-democratizing theater that we're trying to also bring forth post-COVID. I'll just show real quick, because one of the things that, especially for the new people, about the documenting. So the nice thing is you don't have to do this in September. You can do it whenever you like. So if, let's say, we weren't going to be doing the thing in September, we have all these videos of different things. So let me show you one of them. And this was just documenting, and this was like literally this year. Give me 1 second, I'll show. And then Thomas, you're up after this. I think this would be it, right? The Golden Rope of Hope. Yeah. So this was through, hold on, I'm getting to it. This was through, we made this a couple weeks ago. Share screen. Oh, share sound, 1 second. Optimize for video clip. Okay. 1 second. Okay, cool. So I'll show you, and this was done in different areas. This was an original forum theater called the Golden Rope of Hope. And the idea was everybody would then take action together. And this is on the street in different locations throughout Los Angeles. People with poverty, in poverty. It's not from Amazon, if you're wondering. It's from a magic galaxy far, far away. And it's been embedded with powers that if you touch it, you can bring community and the places around you together. So that was just kind of just to show, like, you know, documentation. That's things that could be about the festival. And that was people from the street. So LA Mission, they were actually currently homeless. They took a collective action. So Neasley can appreciate how, you know, how culture.
They came from the street. They were not in the program.
Not in the program, just on the street, but through art and culture, they were able to take action. The Pico Union were people who were food insecure. They were able to take action. Echo Park, they built a fence to separate the homeless. We literally took that fence and we transformed it into a place where people come together. So that is just, and then obviously now we're going to be doing the Forum Theater. So that's just some of the documentation that you guys, everybody can show. Thomas, do you have something you wanted to say?
Yeah, we mentioned something about puppetry before. Do you mean you're gonna pretty much just have everyone from the Bob Baker Marionette Theater do it, or you have our own
Oh,
thing?
no, Thomas, this is the Vaudeville Valley Troupe do it.
Oh, I didn't know that. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Well, listen, on July 11th, we're going to be at the veterans group, you know, the senior group over at the VA in West LA.
You may know something about that.
Yeah, you should come, Thomas.
And we are meeting in the Clara Park. You were there a couple times on Saturdays, 10 a.m. So
We'll call Bernadette.
yeah, we'll send you.
So yeah, well,
Hi,
Hi.
Bernadette. We'll call you about it. But yeah, it should be great. We love that.
Yeah.
So, and everybody can, the nice thing, like Markus is saying, is what do you want to see transformed? It doesn't have to be what we're saying. And as far as connecting with other people, what we're really, me and Markus and Mehdi and everybody here, it's so exciting because if we're able to transform ourselves, because obviously, you know, what's in the world is inside, right, as well. You know, all this dysfunction is also within all of us. If we can transform ourselves and then transform the external, and then we see everybody else doing the same thing, it could be really connective and also inspirational for the festival, because we can kind of see, what do people really need? What do we all want to transform? What do we, you know, what do people want to change, you know, in the community throughout the world? And then with Citizen Network and also with the documentation of online, we can see that and the world can see that. So it'd be very, very, I think, kind of cool to have a festival all about how, you know, people are changing themselves and others around us. And then the people that we're participating with are also participating and then also changing themselves in the world around us. So that's just something, you know, to think about.
Thank you, Michael. And we have now New Haven on call. Welcome, Kevin. How are you doing?
Hello, is this thing on? Can you hear me? Do I need finger up if you need me to turn up, okay? Let me know. Okay, how's that? Closer, warm, okay, good. Nice.
Kevin, little louder.
A little louder, he says. How's that now? Better? Okay. Well, I know it's been a while. It's been like a real hot minute. So for the last several months, I've just been like involved with Adam recording music for one of the schools and around the New Haven County. And what was so awesome is watching these children, mostly teenagers, really just getting ready to become full-grown adults and creating. They're talented, inspired, and it's great to see them create these songs and over time. And eventually, at the last week before school's out, we did a talent show and we played all the songs. And so it was just amazing to see their faces light up and just their classmates, their friends, and faculty just interacting, just like getting engaged, and it's just amazing. So we will be releasing it on our SoundCloud in the near upcoming week. So if y'all are interested, I will send a link in the group.
Music Beyond All Borders and musical interventions have been mentioned in TEDx New Haven event. Can you tell a little bit about that? Congratulations.
Oh yes, thank you. I was able to tune in. Unfortunately, this is gonna be weird, but I tested positive for COVID, so I could not participate, unfortunately. But my obviously Adam Christofferson, he threw down knockout presentation for the last several weeks. He was, nervous because it's a TED talk. He was rehearsing, trying to get everything on his plate. But when he was on there, he was really pretty much presenting how he normally presents musical intervention and really showing why we need more communities like this, what we do, and what I'm sure everyone does around the world. Why more programs like musical intervention, like Music Beyond Our Borders, need to coexist with the planet, really. Unfortunately, it's not on the TED Talks YouTube page because obviously they're chopping it into chapters, but I will definitely post it when it goes up.
Sounds excellent. Have you been talking how musical interventions is participating this year's No Labels, No Wall Festival?
So I actually looked at the calendar and I noticed, if memory serves right, the 3rd of November, us Yankees say November 3rd, otherwise 3rd November, 4th of November. I believe the 3rd falls on a Thursday, and Thursday is traditionally our open mic. So, but also depending on the time, I don't know if it will be, is it going to be Eastern American time, European time? I would like to talk more with this. We've had so much going on and thinking about, but hopefully I would like to see sort of like a talent, kind of like a talent show almost. I was looking at the slideshow, and that is just one of the many ideas we've had, how we're going to pretty much present. And just, I know the last few months I haven't been on, but it's just been so much transformation with us that it's really hard to grasp just all the wonderful things that our staff is doing. And we're just growing in numbers really now, little by little. Now that summer, we have a few interns, volunteers, and it's almost as if we're starting to continue to rebuild that community, kind of like pre-COVID.
I think there's a lot of building happening this year in New Haven and with musical intervention. So are you going to have a new venue there as well, that we could follow the transformation of the new musical interventions?
Currently, we are renting a venue because we have a little construction back on the street, but the other street that we're on, it's just they're letting us utilize the space a little more open, a little bit restricted, but at the same time we're still able to do stuff after public hours. So one thing for certain, if we do some sort of transformative talent show, you will definitely see what we've been up to for the last, I can't believe, almost a year. Like, we've been there for like 6 months, and it feels like we just started going in there.
Excellent. So if you could be the person to invite all of your community to these meetups, so we can also think together what it is, but it's very important if you can put that survey, your idea, so then we all can see each other on the same festival page, so to say. So let's go back for a couple of minutes of some actions that are joining the festival this year. One of them from Finland, a group called Viral Vegans. They've been very prominent this year on Finnish media, doing a lot of community actions, going into schools, talking about vegan lifestyle, and that's something that's a theme that transforms itself during this year. We also have our friends from California Environmental Justice Program of Catholic Charities of the Diocese of Stockton joining us with a film and a talk. So these environmental things are coming to the festival as well. But as you can see, the world is large, and you can still join the festival. So please join the festival by registering from our website, nolabelsnowalls.net. But now to the theme of today, about linking our actions together. So the floor is free for your ideas. Let's put our great minds together and see if we can join the links. What is missing? What is something that we all share?
I think for me, like what would be fantastic is, and I think is that the need to transform. I think like the theme of transformation, both in ourselves and our work, is something that I think everybody's here kind of searching for that, you know? So I think if people can kind of say like, hey, what is it about your event or some kind of thing you want to see transformed in yourself and also in your community, and then that would also maybe lead to what your event would be if you're not sure of it yet. And that could be the connective thing, because obviously everybody here, I think, wants to transform society, to be more equal and also more inclusive. So what does everybody think?
I mean, what I hear and what I think of is, so when you're talking about when we're working on doing the transformation of self, the challenge with the transformation of self is it's an extremely personal thing. It's a very vulnerable space, and it's not a space that everybody is actually open to or willing to share with people with whom they are not intimate, right? So the transformation of self is a very intimate process. And even when you are in that process, I think it's actually best to wait until you actually understand even who you are, because when you're in the process of transformation, you don't even understand who you are, and you don't even understand where you're heading. And even when you do get there, you're still trying to warm up to the idea that you used to think one way, or you used to see the world in one way, and now you're seeing it in a completely different way. And even when you get the idea, you do understand what you want to do, you do understand why you need to transform. You still need some time to live with that in that space, so you don't come across as self-righteous, right? So self-transformation, unless I think inner, right? If we're talking about, when you talk about the inner transformation of self, it's more about why did I feel the need to make this transformation? What are the steps I took? And what is it I'm hoping for to come out of it, right? But beyond that, very vulnerable space to be in.
What I think I mean, and I hear what you're saying too, Neasley, but what I'm kind of saying is, like, for me, right, personally, like, I have a real need for me to have some sort of democratic dialogue with other people, because I feel, Michael, like the need in Los Angeles and also in the United States, that there really isn't really any more democratic spaces, especially post-COVID. So for me, the thing I would like to transform in myself is to create a space where I, and hopefully, as many people as want to, can speak with each other and create and actually start dealing with, the problems that we're all facing, both, individually and collectively. So that would be something that's why, we're all creating this. Well, Medi and everybody kind of has that need too, that we're working with. That's why we're doing the coming together in September. But I'm not looking, I guess the difference, what we're saying is a lot of time, especially if you're getting paid to do work in the community, it's always about them. What we're trying to also do is also say, well, we're part of that community. So it's not a status thing. We're not like above or below. We're like, hey, we're in this together. And that's why it has to also be personal to us. So to me, to us. So that's what I meant by that.
Okay. That's a little bit clearer. Thanks.
Another perspective to the transforming yourself is to transform spaces and even organization. So let me share with you a small clip coming from Finland of my team demolishing and reconstructing an organization.
Do you have an organization? Does it work as it should? Does it smell already? Are things falling apart? Should it be fixed or demolished once and for all? We can help you with that. Let's begin with a thorough inspection and create a model out of all the things we need to remove.
Mitkä asiat tässä Synergan toiminnassa on ollut vaikeita?
Let's face the problems together and discuss the feelings that arise from demolishing your organization.
Tässä on ollut pieni porukka, josta kaikilla on ollut vähän aikaa käytettävissä tähän. Kokouksissa syntyy hienoja ideoita aina vaan lisää, mutta toteutus jää rakenteiden säilyttämiseen ja kirjanpitoon ja kokouksien koolle kutsumiseen.
Kyllä. Ei mulla kun ei ollut aikaa eikä vaivaa ja kaikilla kun ei ole aikaa eikä vaivaa.
Meillä alkaa nyt työskentelyn seuraava vaihe. Me jätetään tää pöytä. Tähän flapille mä keräsin ne asiat, mitä te haluatte poistaa. Me valkataan näistä ja sitten me rakennetaan niistä joku asia. Me lähdetään rakenteluhommiin.
Näin.
Haluatko sä Sani tussin, niin sä voit
toi heikälanttilaatikko, niin se vois kuvastaa sitä meidän rahat.
Niin voisikin.
No niin, täydellistä.
Loistava idea.
No niin, tehdään semmoinen. Joo.
When your demolishing plan and model are ready, take your organization to an environment suitable for safe demolishing.
Meillä on täällä asioita, mistä ihmiset haluaa päästä eroon. Ja meillä on täällä Synerga ry. On aika räjäyttää.
Synerga ry:n ylimääräiset jutut lähtee nyt juuri tuonne purkuun.
Räjäytetäänkö? Räjäytetään!
Oikein kunnolla se laittaa tätä paskaksi. Siinä se meni. Hyvä. Tästä se uusi alkaa, vai mitä? Kyllä.
Kiitos! Mahtavaa!
Kiitos kaikille.
No niin, sitten meni näin.
Let the emotions of joy and sorrow emerge and celebrate the accomplishments of your organization. Take care of the bureaucracy. fill in the needed documents for the public authorities and deliver them, for example, by mail. As you notice, anyone can demolish an organization with these instructions. You are not alone. We can help you.
So there was a example that when you're collaborating, collaborate with those who know about demolishing, in this case, demolishing and recycling company. So you're not alone, and usually people also have good ideas of helping you out in the weirder the better. The new audience kind of blue sea strategy might help sometimes.
That was well produced, Marcus. Well produced. Like it. I love it.
So I will share it, and let's share our videos on our Facebook page and our Facebook group, No Labels, No Walls. But we still have a couple of more minutes for our last ideas of going forward. But let me remind you, we are meeting the 23rd of August. So 23rd of August next time. But that doesn't mean that the actions stop in between. So let's continue our actions and let's keep us posted of what is happening. But I want to go once again through of your ideas and feelings as the Action Monday hour is about to finish. But let's go back to Vancouver. Jody and Studio 73, how are you doing? What kind of ideas did emerge during this Action Monday?
Hello. Sorry, I forgot to add as the artist arrived. This is Harpreet.
Hi.
And Mirdu. So they kind of just came in. I think we're gonna have to do some more brainstorming over here in Vancouver.
Sounds excellent, and you're very welcome. We are looking forward of your transformative actions, as I know you are transforming glass, for example, but is there some new angle to that transformation, or even something totally new that you haven't done before? So
we'll look forward to sharing something very soon.
Great, looking forward to it. How about Thomas in Los Angeles?
Hey, yeah, can anyone still hear me? Anyone hear me fine? Awesome. So, yeah, I just thought that so what was the question again?
How are you feeling now?
With the what?
How are you feeling, and any ideas for the festival or for all of us?
For the festival, I think it is pretty good. I think the festival, it all sounds really, really fun. And I am really looking forward to doing a lot of fun magic, as y'all can tell.
And Thomas, you already did, because you magically have a new headset. That's great.
Technically, I've previously used this for other Zooms and for other video calls, so it's not even a magic thing. I just happened to get this headset through Amazon.
Yeah, it just appeared. I didn't see it, so it must have just magically got on.
No, magic. Come on, that's not how magic works. Sometimes magic did not at all work that way. No.
Thank you so much, Thomas, and lovely headset.
Thank you.
And Kevin
Markus.
in New Haven.
Yeah, hello again.
Any last ideas before we finish today?
Last ideas. Well, I think that I hope that whatever comes of this festival and in this mission to transform, I hope that in the long run we're able to transform ourselves. I'm sure it's cliche, but I believe it's true.
Thank you so much, Kevin. And I think that's the challenge for this year. Not only talk about them, we are the ones that need to transform also.
And I think Neasley had something. Neasley?
Neasley, please.
I just have a quick question. Our next meeting is August 23rd. That's on a Tuesday.
Sorry, then I mean the Monday.
Okay.
So 20th of August. Thank you, Neasley, for correcting that.
It's the 22nd of August.
Yes, 22nd.
Okay.
And please follow our social media for the correct dates and times. Yes, 22nd. So that you're totally correct, Neasley. So 22nd of August. Then, is there something, Neasley, that you would like to share before we finish today?
You know, I echo Kevin that we do. So one of the things that what we do on every week, every month, the conversation that we're having, they're really about creating safe spaces for people to grow and heal, right? So it is what we do every second Saturday. It is a work of transformation. We don't call it that, but what we do is we're providing tools, we're providing ideas, we're providing information so that people can transform inwardly, because that's the only way we're going to get a change in this world. When people start really seeing other people as they see themselves, right? Or even better than they see themselves, then we can start trusting each other again, because we've lost that trust. We don't trust one another. Like Michael says, there is no democratic dialogue going on. There is no truth being put out there. Nobody trusts the truth. The lie is way better. The lie is more believable than the truth. And so I really do hope that in the process, we're having conversations with people, with other people. In our conversations at our community, church community, it is about pushing for transformation. It's about having conversation so that we can start learning how to love one another, to trust one another, creating safe spaces for each other, even if we're different. But we can still respect the difference and the diversity. And so those are all the things that I'm hoping for, working on, and here for.
Thank you so much, Neasley. Very important talk. So we should also share these kind of ideas in the group as well, to encourage this dialogue about personal change as well. So let's not only talk about objectively about us producing transformation, but also the feelings of ourselves. And we can start today, because through that, first of all, we support each other in this journey, but we can invite people, because people resonate with that notion that we are all human beings with our own ideas and feelings, but we are not alone. And let's share these kind of ideas, questions, but also guidance and help and support. Michael and Mary in Los Angeles, before we finish for today, what would you like to share with the world?
Well, we got nothing to lose, so let's go do it. Got nothing to lose.
Yeah.
So we're really excited to see what comes out of all of this. And yeah, any process you guys are doing, any kind of events or any kind of thing, post it. Let's share it for the next meeting so we can see what you all are doing. And then we can, have an amazing festival. So can't wait to see what you all are doing now and what we're going to be doing in November.
Thank you so much, Michael and Mary. And from this meeting, I learned that we need each other. So let's meet and let's contact each other also outside these Action Mondays, and let's catch up, because the world is small and we need each other, because there are no labels and no walls. So good morning, good night, everybody. This is No Labels, No Walls, and the next meetup, remember, it's 22nd of August, Action Monday. So let's meet then, but let's also keep in contact here in between. My name is Markus Vähälä from Vantaa, Finland, and I wish you all the best.
Bye-bye.